Oh, we also have 5 minutes. I'm gonna get 5 minutes. I'll be in the back. We got someone very funny, very talented. I have never met this person in my goddamn life. But we'll see how it goes. Bringing to the stage, Joey!
Yo, thank you for having me. Type 5. I'm just not going to do any introduction. You're not really going to get to know me. I'm Joey Mejia, which rhymes with Joey Aquia. I grew up in Maine. There are no R's in Maine, so the kids mocked me. I'm visiting from Seattle. I just drove here 1,100 miles. I'm not going to get into it, but I just want the adoration for that drive. A lot of people have RBF, right, resting bitch face. I have RSF, resting suicide face, which like really fits in Seattle. Like, nobody wants to talk to me. Yeah, moving on. Martin Luther King, obviously great man, right? I don't have any gripes with Martin Luther King, but I do think he set the bar a little too high for dreams. Like, I had a dream that I was a chameleon, and I was changing colors. I was like Snake in Metal Gear Solid. It was awesome. And then it became stressful when an alligator started chasing me, like a human standing up alligator chasing me. Really stressful dream. But I can't say I had a dream. I can't start a sentence like that because people expect civil conversation. So that sentence is ruined forever for casual conversation. Also, MLK, one letter away from being a beverage. Nope. Hydration set. Since I'm sweating and losing most of my liquid. I read an article. This is a news joke. Apparently, 55% of the human body, if you're a lady, is made of water. 60% if you're a dude. And if you're non-binary, you don't retain water according to the US.gov. So fix that, US.gov. And another news article, apparently water is not the most hydrating beverage for the human body. It's milk. That's real information. 2023, June 2023. Skim and whole milk may be hydrating, is what the article says. So don't believe it. It's like ChatGPT trying to trick you every time, I think, when we're reading the news now. But I think it is a weird world overall. I think that's easy to agree with. It's a strange world that we're currently living in. Pretty sweet, but definitely strange. I think it's weird The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, is mostly composed of water. I did that backwards. I was supposed to tell you the cool information after, but whatever. Audibling to my Oleato thing, because Starbucks is here. Starbucks pays me. I did marketing for many years as a paid ad now. Hopefully one day. But there's a new beverage, the Oleato, so I go get it. I'm like, what does that do? They're like, oh, it's got olive oil in it. And I'm like, what's that do for the human body? And they're like, oh, it helps your digestive system. And I'm like, oh, so it makes you shit better. Yeah. And they're like, corporate won't allow us to say that, sir. It helps your digestive system. I do, every time I get one, though, I do just ask what it does. And there's an uncomfortable thing where they pretend like, yeah, it's healthy. And then they admit, I hear it helps you go to the bathroom better. So, yeah, reality happening. I appreciate it from the Starbucks cashiers. I did see a sign audible into the dog set. I saw a sign recently that said lost dog, pink vibrant sign, lost dog, $1,000. And I'm like, I can find a dog that looks like that for $600 easy. So I think I've stumbled upon a business opportunity. Look out for Mejia's lost dogs. Joey's lost dogs. There was a Guinness World Record with dogs recently. A Portuguese pup lasted to 31 years old, so the oldest dog to ever live. 31 years old. The trick was they were feeding him human food, aka food, not the poison. We've been like foie gras style feeding our dogs. So fix that, dog companies. Fix that, dog food companies. I was tricked into eating dog once. I visited Vietnam, visited some friends, and they're like, try this. Joe, this is a good meat. And then I did like a never-ending sorrow chew because it's just a weird texture. And I feel like dogs know every time I pet them. Dogs are aware that I've consumed their kind. If you can wax poetic, why can't you wane poetic? This is my only moon joke that I have. And if you can wax poetic, can you wax Wayne Newton? I think you cannot unless you ask, and you must get an affirmative answer on that one. All right, I'll leave with this. I'm just going to say goodbye. And so my grandfather didn't talk a lot. He was in wars. He was a war hero, to me at least. He was in a war, and he's my hero, so that counts. But he used to exit, when I visited my grandfather, he would leave and do this. And I think that's just a cool, way to live life. He was just kind of leaving a message, take it easy. But since I've lived in Seattle for 15 years, I now understand he was just appropriating surfer culture. So, all right, love you all. Thank you. Bye.
Get up for Joey, everybody!